2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
The Colts at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
They go play action with Richardson.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. Waiting on it will be Richie James. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. 51 yards on the punt there. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Extra point attempt to follow here. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Here comes the rookie 7th-round pick. It's Isaiah Pacheco. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
It's Kelsey on the ground. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, this defense for the Colts, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. but I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Quiddy Pay. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively. And, Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive. And it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
This is taken at the 23.
13 yards, the tally on the return there.
And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10.
Richardson to throw off play action.
Out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Alec Pierce.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's got a man, complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Chiefs get a bit closer. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
A pretty wild first quarter.
21-7, our score. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time out, you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just saved those calls for this possession instead.
Richardson off the play fake.
Steps away.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Chiefs are back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here, 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at make the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Off play action. Richardson
Rolling to his right. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Richardson now on 2nd down.
He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill in for a loss.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Play action. Now Richardson.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Mahomes now on 1st down. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling.
He's got room at the 30.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Now you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll get this down only to the 18. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. This is caught. Touchdown! Sky Moore. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Butker on for the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've seen what was a comfortable 21-0 lead go completely by the wayside. Now 21 all as they take over 1st and 10.
Check smash, check smash. Hey, check that, street. Big lion.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
As we all know, Kansas City loves speed at the wide receiver position. And Marquez Valdez-Scantling, he's averaged over 17 yards per catch for his 4-year career, and he runs a 4.37 40. With Patrick Mahomes as his quarterback.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they will take a 7-point lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Go, Rig, go. Panther Street, Panther Street. Go, check, go, check. Third.
Second and 10, back to the air with Richardson.
Airing it out deep for Woods. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing. Young quarterback stared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on that route and bring home the INT.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Looking downfield for Kelsey. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Well, after the success they had on the second play of the drive, I think they were trying to recreate it with that pass, weren't they?
Yeah, they were trying to go a little tic-tac-toe, 3 plays and in the end zone.
I like that. Can I just put the X in the middle of the block as the defense just did there?
Sure. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
They'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. This is caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 30 yards, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 24. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now it's Richardson.
Eluding the pressure right. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Pass complete. He's got Woods streaking across the field. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 75 yards. And the Chiefs have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.